which I have been known to do. Cindy, it's good to see you. You hypno-caddy, you. That's so good. That's really good. All right. So while we're waiting for people to log in, we are talking about what exciting thing have you done this summer? Hi, Rebecca. Making sure I'm in the right group, live in the right group. Hello, everyone, while you're logging in.
I'll go. I added, like what you said, hypno-caddy.
Okay, right on, right on. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Right on.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because you know that you're going to be able to, like, it's niched, it's targeted. So kudos to you.
Yes.
Yeah, so if anybody else wants to put in the chat what amazing thing they have done this summer. Oh my, I know, Diane, that's so true. Sold everything in Canada and relocated my life to Mexico. Only. What a big deal. Congratulations. I'm wondering if I am live. It doesn't say I'm live. Hi, Vivian. Thank you, everybody, while waiting. Share to a group.
Yeah, I don't see you in the group.
Okay. Let me try it again. Thank you, Michelle. Oh. We are. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Okay, I believe we are live now. All right, everyone. Hey, Stacy. It's like a party here. It's good to see everyone. Hi, Francisca. All right, everyone. Hey, Stacy. Oh, let me mute that. Party here. Good to see everyone. Hi, Francisca. All right, everyone. Hey. Okay. Whew. I can't believe I'm figuring this all out. Technology. Okay. Back on the right Zoom page. All right, everyone, it's 5:04. And for those of you who logged in right on time, thank you. We're going to get started here in just a moment, but I'm asking the question, what fun, exciting thing have you done this summer? Hey, Lenny, it's good to see you. Hey, Paul. Hi, Yashida. Hi, Don. Yeah, so what fun and exciting thing have you done this summer? Okay. Oh, Sharon says, I became a certified hypnotist. Congratulations. That's so incredible. Hey, Ashrita. What else? What did I miss here? I spent more money on pampering myself on my birthday than ever before. Congratulations. Congratulations, Stacy. How fun. And if you want to put in the chat how you felt, that would be even more fantastic. And I am going to, I know I'm live on the Facebook. Okay, everyone. So I would love to know your name, even though I know that Zoom tells me your name. I'd love to know your name. I would love to know where you are from. And I would love to know why you said yes to today's workshop. I'm really curious. Hi, Veronica. So good to see you, Dawn. Why you said yes to today's workshop? Veronica, I became a certified hypnotist too, going to the beach, pool, taking my doggy for long walks and going out. Beautiful. Paul says, I will most likely say yes to anything. Well, thank you, Paul. I so appreciate that. Diane, now a Mexico gal. I said yes to today's workshop as I'm wanting to expand my services and looking for ideas and let's see, we're looking for ideas and inspiration. All right, well, you are in the right place. Veronica says, I'm in New Hampshire. I want to see how you run your amazing hypnosis business and to learn from you. Lenny, I got up at 2 a.m. for this. Oh my gosh, Lenny, thank you. That means so much. We're going to have fun. And we're going to have fun. That means so much. Lauren says, I'm from Northern California. I said yes, because I'm breaking generational karma and creating an incredible life for my son, for myself, and changing the world. Andrea says, I'm hoping to start a side business and I want the confidence to pursue it and to make some big bucks. That's fantastic. I love that. Well, you are so in the right place. Diana or Trish says, oh, I love that, Lauren. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started because we're at 5:07. I love that somebody's drinking wine. They're all relaxed. I want you to grab a pen and a paper because you are going to want to take notes. This is going to be recorded, so don't worry. You don't have to I know some of my workshops, I don't record, I record them, but I don't give them out. But this particular workshop I am going to offer, and it is going to be available on my YouTube channel. So you don't have to worry about that. You'll get all the information in an email after this workshop is over. But I want to say welcome to everyone. So, I so appreciate you taking the time to be here today. And I'm wondering, what are you expecting by the title of my workshop? Monetize your mind, monetize your business with hypnosis. What are you expecting? Hey, Andrea, so good to see you. Gosh, it's been a couple years. It's good to see you. What are you expecting from today's workshop? I'm just so curious what people are thinking. And I see Stacy. She was looking there like, what am I expecting? Changing my money story. Ashrita says, working on our limiting beliefs with money. Yep. Sharon says, a stretch for my mental blueprint of some sort. Diane says, ideas and creative ways for expansion to others. Beautiful, beautiful. So if you are someone who wants to make a difference in the world, I want everybody to raise their hand. You are in the right place. You are so in the right place because that is the kind of people that I attract. They are people who want to make a difference in the world. So I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited to talk to you about money. Money and hypnosis, those are my two favorite things to truly talk and teach about. I just love both. I love talking about money because I understand what it's like to be so broke, to be in lack and not know how to break through. And I love being able to teach people steps in order to be able to change their relationship with money. And then why do you think I love talking about hypnosis? Put it in the chat. Why do I love teaching about hypnosis? And I'm curious what you are going to say. Just curious here. It's powerful yet understated. Ooh, Sharon, it's very true. Dawn says, because it's the best, it's the most powerful, it's a gift. Andrea says, I've seen that it really works. Paul says, it's who you are. Oh my gosh, Paul, that is like, right then and there, it's who you are. And we're going to talk more about what that means. But if you can automate how you want to think and how you want to feel about your life, about who you are, about money, about success, you can absolutely do that with hypnosis. And I'm not going to jump into that yet, but thank you, Paul, for sharing that. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to invite you to play full out. I'm going to ask you to do some crazy things like close your eyes. Not yet. You don't have to do it yet, but I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And don't worry, I'm not going to hypnotize you today. But I'm going to ask you to play full out because I really want you to know that this is a safe space. This is a place where you can be your true and your authentic self. Now, if you know me, you know authenticity is one of my values. It's one of my top values. And I'm going to show up today as my authentic self. And that means that I'm going to be silly Mary Lou. I'm going to be nervous Mary Lou. I'm going to be Mary Lou that trips over my words. I'm going to be Mary Lou that says the wrong thing at the wrong time. And I'm going to have fun. And I'm just going to be my authentic self. And I want to invite you, every single one of you. I'm looking at you all. Hey, Marissa. Tammy, I see you. I want to invite you all to show up today as your authentic selves too. That's the space that I want to work from today. And if that's you, I want you to put, I am showing up. Wait, but don't, hold on. I'm showing up as my unstoppable, authentic self. And I want you to write that. Because what am I doing when I'm asking you to write it? Normally, I feel like I'm in class right now. And I'd say, class, what am I doing when I'm having you write that you're unstoppable, that you are authentic? I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And as I said, this truly is the space that I want to work with and work from today. And I want you to know that when we tell ourselves what is possible over and over and over again, we program that into our minds. Right, Sarah? Head nodding. Whatever we say to ourselves, whether it's empowering or disempowering, we are programming that into our minds. So I'm excited that you chose to spend some time with me today. I know it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time. I know that for Lenny, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. And don't worry, Lenny, we're going to get to money here in just a moment. So wherever you are in the world, I want to say welcome. And I want to say thank you so much for being here. And I am going to teach you a little bit about what I teach inside of my program, HYPNOTHRIVE. Now, HYPNOTHRIVE is my actual certification program, but I have been feeling more and more called to share and to teach about hypnosis to as many people as I possibly can, because I want you to understand what an incredibly powerful tool it is. And maybe you've heard me say this already before, but I think it's the most powerful self-development tool that we have access to. And so everything that I'm going to teach you today, you can start applying to your life. Now, if you're an entrepreneur who is online, fantastic. But I want you to know that what I'm going to teach you today, whether you're an online entrepreneur or an entrepreneur who's brick and mortar, you are going to be able to apply what I'm going to teach you. And I know that everyone here has a vision. I'm starting to get goosebumps. Everyone here has a vision and they are on a mission. And I would love for you to share with me in the chat, what is your mission or vision in life? Beautiful, Stacy. Lenny, help people. Beautiful. Love that. So one of the worst things in the world is when someone has a dream and they have a mission and they can't figure out how to find enough clients or how to attract enough revenue to make their business a full-time business. And then what happens? Then people give up and they close their business. And I don't want that to be you. And because what that means is that you're not helping as many people as you were put on this planet to do. Can I get an amen? No, I'm just kidding. So I want you to know that in today's workshop, what I'm going to teach you, you can literally start applying to your life right here on this call, and you can start transforming your life right now if you so choose. And so again, everyone, thank you for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, I know a lot of people are here that know me, but for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mary Lou Rodriguez. I am a master hypnotist and I'm a certified international instructor in hypnosis. And I have spent the last 4.5 years living my best life, living my dream life. I have worked with visionaries and online CEOs and actors and comedians and amazing people just like you. I've helped you shift your stories, upgrade your beliefs, and transform your life with the power of hypnosis. And so I know the power, and I'm going to say that throughout this whole call. I have also, so I want to just share with you that I have been called the secret weapon, which of course I love, right? I've been called a brain coach, and I've helped thousands of people really be able to remove the blocks in their subconscious mind, overcome their limitations, and create the life that they truly want to live, whether that's a life with abundance, whether that's a life with love, whether that's starting their business, whatever it is for them. So I want you to know that I have a membership. So you'll tell when I get excited, because I get really super empowered. And that's part of me showing up as my authentic self. So I have a membership called the Unstoppable Mind membership. I have a podcast called the Unstoppable Mind podcast. Now, the podcast is growing like hotcakes. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who is subscribing. And please share with me your biggest takeaways from my podcast, because I want to know, like, what is it that you're walking away with? What tools have impacted your life? And so, so there's a lot of great podcast episodes. I can't get into it here, but in the email after this workshop, there will be a link to my podcast episode, because I would love to invite everyone to listen. And I'm the founder of HYPNOTHRIVE certification program, where I certify and teach the most amazing people in the whole world. I teach them how to be unstoppable. I teach them how to be badass. I teach them how to be world-class hypnotists. And it is truly an honor. So I know that there are a lot of hypnotists here on this call, and I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to truly live my Dharma. Like, it is the best. So I'm creating an unstoppable movement. And if you didn't know that, I'm telling you right here and right now that you are all a part of it. So thank you for being on this call. And I also want to say that I'm going to give you a whole lot of value today. So do not misinterpret this free workshop, meaning that there isn't going to be value. There is going to be tons of value today. And of course, at the end, I'm going to be making an offer. So I want to be completely transparent. I'm going to give you an invitation. And of course, I'm going to give you an invitation to work with me deeper, because if I didn't give you an invitation, I would be doing you a disservice. So know that throughout the workshop, at the end, I'm going to be offering you something truly incredible. All right. So everyone here received the call. I'm looking at your faces from the universe. You all got the call from the universe. And here you are on a mission, stepping into your Dharma. And I want to say thank you, not only for being on this workshop, but for saying yes to your mission. Can I get a woo woo? I'm channeling my friend Annie, who really is a professional comedian. I told her I would be channeling her today. So if I'm super funny, it's because I've got a little bit of Annie inside of me. So today we're going to talk about monetizing your mind and monetizing your business with hypnosis. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to share with you how you can attract, automate, create, and manifest on autopilot, like me. It's just what you do. Paul said it. It's just who you are. I'm going to also share my 5 most impactful secrets to help you attract more money and more abundance into your life. And then we're going to talk about the breakthrough. We're going to talk about discovering the breakthrough, which means how you too can be a world-class hypnotist. I'm going to explain the science behind hypnosis today, and I'm going to explain how you can get transformation 100% of the time. So you are going to take away some really incredible tools that you're going to implement in your life right away. And so for those of you who stay on the call until the end, especially if you're a hypnotist or you want to become a hypnotist, I have a special PDF that I'm offering. And this PDF, let me tell you why you want this PDF, because how many of you have come from the place that you're not sure that hypnosis works? Or maybe if you're a hypnotist, you might have a client that says, does this really work? How many of you can imagine that or have had that? So I want you to imagine having the golden ticket of proof in your hands, which is the PDF that I'm talking about. So stay on the call until the end and you will receive this special PDF. And there's going to be some other gifts as well. And I'm here to tell every single one of you, if you don't already know this, that science is proving that hypnosis works 100%. So stay on the call and you will get access to the PDF. All right, so let's dive in. I'm using Canva for the first time. So I know it's going to be amazing. I'm going to trust that it all works. And let's talk money. Let me make sure I am. Let's talk money here. Right, Zoom. Share screen. All right, everyone. Cindy, can you give me the thumbs up that you can see that? Screen share, does it show, Trish?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, great. All right. So 5 steps to monetize your mind in your business. Okay. The first one, I know that none of you are surprised by this. Rewiring your mindset. In fact, I almost put on the slide, don't throw a shoe at me, but rewiring your mindset. So here's what I mean by that. Changing the way that you think and feel about money in business, about abundance, about your skills, about success, about the obstacles that you encounter every single day. So the question really becomes, I'm going to see if I can blow this up a little bit. So the question really becomes, move this out of the way. How do you think and feel about money? What do you believe about money? Now, I want to tell you what a belief is because a lot of people do not know what a belief is. If you've studied with me, you do know what a belief is. A belief is a repeated thought and a repeated feeling. It's a repeated thought and a repeated feeling, just pointing to my heart. So I want to ask the question, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you just to become aware of what pops into your mind when I ask these questions. So what do you believe about money? What do you believe about business? About selling? About marketing yourself? Excuse me, do you feel like a sleazy salesperson? Because all of these beliefs, whether you're aware of it or not, impact your money and your abundance. So how you think and how you speak about money and abundance and your business, it absolutely matters because you are always programming your mind, whether it's conscious or unconscious, whether it's intentional or unintentional. What you think and what you say about business, about money, I started off with this, it absolutely matters because that is what you're programming into your mind, whether it's empowering or disempowering. And it's really important that you know that. So when I'm helping people and I'm helping entrepreneurs heal their money stories, these were some of the most common money belief blockers, that's a mouthful, money belief blockers that I found. So I'm going to read a few to you. So when I have money, I will be happy. I mean, how many of you have ever felt this way? And you don't have to answer. Money is bad. I don't deserve money. I'm just not good with money. Managing money intimidates me. There's never going to be enough money. That used to be me. I feel uncomfortable around money. It would be easier for me. It would be unreasonable for me to be wealthy since so many people in the world are struggling financially. It's a big one. I'm afraid if I actually go for my financial goals, I'm going to end up losing it all. I just want to help people. Making money isn't that important to me. It's not nice, it's not nice to talk about money. Having too much money is going to turn me into a greedy or selfish person. Making the amount of money that I want to make is going to be so much work, and I am exhausted just thinking about it. So just noticing what comes up for you when I said all of those. And maybe you realize that some of them are beliefs that you might have. So here are a few questions to help you uncover what your beliefs are, because your beliefs are everything. The world is a reflection of what you believe. Now, we're not going to be, we don't have the time for you to answer these questions, but you can take a picture or you can just catch the recording. But I really do want you to commit to answering these questions because it will help you understand what you believe about money. So my thoughts and beliefs regarding money are, my thoughts and beliefs regarding business are, when I think about this financial goal, maybe it's being, maybe it's 500,000 a year, I feel sad because it's not possible. Money makes me feel, this is a big one. You want to know how money makes you feel. Money makes me feel happy, but most people don't say that. Money makes me feel sad because I don't have it. I can't make that much money. My Mary Lou's excuse and belief used to be, I can't make that much money because I don't know how. I can't be successful in business because I don't know how. I used to say that all the time. So we must change how we feel and how we think about money in order to change our external circumstances. It is not the other way around. I'm going to say that again because I really want you to hear this. We must change how we think and feel inside of us in order to change our external circumstances. How we feel about money determines how much of it we create and attract into our lives. And here's what you need to know about the beautiful brain. The brain needs to believe it in order to see it. That's just how it works. So how about this? You want to throw your shoe at me yet? Feeling worthy and deserving. So in addition to having awarenesses around what you believe about money and business, you get the opportunity to reprogram your mind to feel worthy and deserving of money. So how do you do this? You create a mantra. You create an affirmation or a new belief, reminding yourself of your truth. So no one is going to come down from the sky. No one, the universe, Pachamama, no one's going to come to you and tell you, Michelle, you are worthy and deserving of money. Like, this is the work that we get to do. We get to learn how to validate ourselves. We get to learn how to tell ourselves that we are worthy. And it's time, it's easy. This is not hard to do, but people won't do it. And I'm telling you the secrets for how I've created my multi-six-figure business. I'm going to be a 7-figure business entrepreneur next year. Take the time to be with yourself every single day and say, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I deserve it. I'm worth it. Now, many of you know that I'm sober. I choose a sober life. And when I first became sober, I used to say, I'm worthy and deserving. I'm worthy and deserving. And I would say it over and over and over again. And I remember one night I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And in that moment, I realized, because I could hear it running, it was on automation. It was on autopilot. I'm worthy and deserving. And I thought, this is my new belief. And it was. So you can do this while you're walking. You can do this when you first wake up in the morning. You can do this when you're doing the dishes, when you're getting ready for work, when you're commuting to work. So one of the things that I say every morning, thank you, Leanne, because she's on the call, I say this affirmation to myself, and it is a belief where I look in the mirror and I say, this is what $1 million woman looks like. And I got to tell you, so sometimes my boyfriend will hear me and he'll be like, yeah, baby. But he doesn't need to give me that validation because I'm giving it to myself, although it is nice and I do appreciate it. All right, everyone. So your brain is going to kick back some fuss. Your brain's going to say, hey, Trish, wait a minute. We're not good with money. Remember all those bad decisions that you made with money? What about debt? Now I'm talking about me specifically. You can't figure it out. You're a failure. So your brain is going to give you some kickback. And so I want you to know that's normal. Totally normal. You don't have to make it mean anything other than maybe you've trained your brain to, whatever. And now you're training your brain to think and feel differently. And so as you say your mantra, you're going to notice some kickback. You're going to notice that pit in your stomach. You're going to notice whatever feeling it is that you have. And I want you just to acknowledge the feeling. And then I want you to make the choice to still choose to say your mantra, your new belief, your affirmation, whatever you want to call it. And people say all the time that affirmations don't work, and they do if they are used properly. If you are saying your affirmation just once, then no, it's not going to work. One time is not enough, people. It takes 67 days for a belief to become unconscious competence, meaning that it's just unconscious in your subconscious mind. It's on automation. So once is not enough. How fast do you want to make that belief happen for yourself? You get to decide that. And then you get to tell yourself as many times as you need to a day, whatever it is for you, you get to decide and figure it out. I'm just telling you what works. So one of the things that I ask when I'm working with my clients or I'm doing groups, and so for those of you who've been in my groups before, you've heard me say this. So when do you trust yourself? So when do you love yourself? When do you feel worthy and deserving? And I wish I could see everyone's faces because I would like to know what you think. When you choose to, when you allow it. And I want you to choose that right here and right now. Okay, all right, so moving on. Oh, okay. So this is really interesting because this is probably one of the most powerful tools I can teach you. And this is so subtle. People miss this all the time. But where is your focus? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on what you don't want or what you don't have? Or are you focusing on the money that you do have? Or the money that you don't have? So where is your focus? So what you focus on is where your attention is. And where your attention is where your energy is. So redirecting your focus, it might be a little challenging because most people have trained their brains to focus on what they don't want. Did everybody hear me? And it's not conscious. It's not your fault. Our brains are designed to keep us in the safe and in the familiar. And when you decide to change your focus, your brain is resisting change because change is the unknown to your brain. And your brain wants to stay right exactly where it is, in the safe and in the familiar. And your safe and your familiar might be in fear when it comes to money. It might be in doubt when it comes to money. And so we get rooted in what we don't want. So I want you to know that these patterns were laid down a long time ago and for very good reasons. And now you've outgrown them and you're ready to attract abundance in your life. Who's ready? I want to see everybody. That's right. You are ready. So let's move on to the fourth step, which is really powerful. And this is one that's really interesting because this is where you get to decide what money and abundance looks like for you. Now, Dr. Joe calls this mental rehearsal, and I love this so much because I have the best time deciding what my future wealth looks like in my mind. I get to decide what it looks like and what it feels like. And every time I do this, I am creating, I am training my brain. I'm creating new neural pathways in my brain for what is possible, for what my abundance looks like. Does everybody understand? I wish I could see everybody. Trish, I can see you. So here's a tip. And this is really important when you are visualizing, when you are taking, and like I said, I got this from Dr. Joe because he calls this mental rehearsal, which I love. So here's a tip. When you are deciding what your money and abundance looks like, I want you to imagine it from point B, from already having it, not from trying to get there, not from a bank account going from 5,000 to 500,000. You start from point B. All right, see it as completed. Now, people get stuck here because they are afraid to dream. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to hope. They're afraid of, what if this doesn't come true? They're afraid of what if it does come true? Then what? So in the last cohort of HypnoThrive, we spent a Friday afternoon for about 4 hours talking about money, working through our money stories, figuring out what abundance looks like. So some of the people, understanding what abundance looks like for you, because like I said, people don't really know. They know they want money, they know they want abundance, but they don't know what it looks like. Well, your brain doesn't know what it looks like either. So I want you to play. Remember, everybody's playing full out. So now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, but I'm not going to hypnotize you. All I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for a little short visualization. So we're going to step into the future 6 months from now, your future self. And this is a hypnosis workshop. So I'm going to have you imagine that you have your hypnosis certification 6 months from now. And I want you to imagine that it's your perfect day. You wake up, you have a smile on your face, and you're feeling gratitude in your heart. And as you move throughout your day is unfolding exactly the way that you want it to. And I want you to notice, look down, and I want you to notice, what are you wearing? And who's with you? And where are you? Are you on vacation? Are you in your amazing, beautiful home? What does the scenery look like? Now I'm going fast through this. Are you near water or the mountains? So I want to give you permission, and I want to give I want you to give yourself permission to wander into possibility. And maybe you're a full-time hypnotist seeing clients one-to-one. Maybe you have online programs, and I want you to see serving thousands of people. Or maybe it's 5 people. Or maybe you're creating evergreen programs. Or maybe it's hypnosis audios. I want you to see yourself creating passive income, whatever that means for you. What kinds of creative projects are you bringing into the world right now? Now, this is where it starts to get fun. So I want you to look on your phone. I want you to imagine that you have your phone in your hand and you're going to check your bank account. But I want you to notice how excited you are. And I want you to see the balance. And I want you to know that you just got paid for making the world a better place. Look at how big that number is. Just allow yourself to feel those feelings. And what are you doing with your financial freedom? Have fun. See yourself getting clear on what abundance looks like for you. Are you traveling? Are you spending time with your family? Are you giving back? Just allow yourself to feel the feelings. And I want you to imagine that it's at the end of the day and you're curled up in bed, feeling grateful, feeling fulfilled, feeling happy, feeling unstoppable, feeling blessed as you drift off into dream time. And I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. I'm getting goosebumps again, because this is how you build new neural networks, which are a neural pathway, tons of neural pathways. This is how you build neural networks in your brain. Your brain needs to see it so that it knows that it's no longer the unfamiliar, right, everyone? That it's the safe, it's the new familiar. Did that make sense? Your brain needs to see it so that you can make it your known, and you create these neural pathways to your outcomes. It's badass. It's powerful. This is how I collapse time all the time. This is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm sharing with every single one of you what I do. Now, some of you are never going to watch this again, and you're never going to practice it again, and that's okay. But I'm sharing with you the tools that have completely changed my life. All right, let's look at number 5. So, taking action. So it does take more than visualizing. Now, visualizing is fantastic. Mental rehearsal is fantastic. And yes, setting intentions and affirmations and new beliefs are really important, because what it does is it sets the energy in which you are going to be taking the action. But you got to take the action. You got to take the action if you want your dreams to come true. And I'm sharing this with you and I'm laughing a little bit because I didn't understand that action creates outcomes. And I don't want that to be you. I want you to know that action creates results. Action creates outcomes. And so here's another tip for you. I am constantly telling myself that I'm doing a good job. Whether my step that I've taken, the action that I've taken is big or small, it doesn't matter to me. I'm telling myself, Mary Lou, you did a great job. I'm reaffirming to myself that I'm doing awesome. I'm validating myself and I'm internalizing my own successes. It's inside of me. It's not outside of me. And this is how you do it. You want to feel whole and complete? You want to feel validated? Tell yourself. So actions, even if they're small, they create momentum. And if you want more wealth in your life, then look at what new skill can I learn? What new skill can I monetize? And then convince yourself that you're worth taking the action, because you are. And I want to say, remember to charge your value. Now, this can trigger people. And what I mean is charge the value of your content. Charge the value of the transformation that you provide. Now, my problem was that I was skilled. I was very, very skilled, but I wasn't charging enough. And it was causing burnout because I was trying to see so many people. And I want to share with you that I started off charging $75 for a 2-hour session. So that included a pre-hypnosis talk. So before the hypnosis session, we did like a pre-hypnosis interview. And then we did the hypnosis, and I was charging $75 for that. So I want you to meet Jill. Now, Jill is a recent graduate from HYPNOTHRIVE. She graduated on 7/3. She posted this on 7/18. And she wrote, let me move my little thing here. I just had my first official hypnosis client since HYPNOTHRIVE say yes to paying in full for his 5-session package of $1,850. So when you graduate from my program, because I'm going to be talking about my program here in just a moment, I recommend charging $1,850 for 5 sessions. That's $370 a session. Now, several people have graduated from my program who feel comfortable charging up to $2,500 for 5 sessions. Now, you guys can tell me the breakdown of that, because I didn't break that down. So what I want to share with you is that you can do steps 1 through 5 with hypnosis. So rewiring your mind, understanding what your beliefs are when it comes to money and business, feeling worthy and deserving of your success, of business, of abundance, knowing where your focus is, understanding what does abundance look like, and then taking action. So you can do steps 1 through 5 with hypnosis. Now, some of you may not have a hypnosis audio. So I want to share with you that I am going to be giving a hypnosis audio after this workshop. You'll receive it, and you can do these 5 steps in combination with hypnosis. So I want to share with you that most hypnosis certification programs only teach hypnosis. So you typically don't learn neuroscience, neurobiology, or even anything about the subconscious mind. What you learn when you are taking a hypnosis certification course is hypnosis and hypnotic techniques. But I want to share with you that my fate and my dharma are very different. So while I was learning foundational hypnosis from the Northwest Hypnosis Institute here in Milwaukee, I also took my first ever online program called Making the Mind Matter by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So to learn about the mind from Dr. Joe Dispenza and to learn about hypnosis at the same time, it has forever changed the way that I talk about hypnosis, that I practice hypnosis, and how I teach hypnosis. And again, that's my fate. This is my dharma, and I speak very differently about hypnosis. So unless you've been taught by me or you listen to my podcast, most people do not talk about hypnosis in the way that I do. I am pioneering something completely new to the best of my knowledge, where I am bringing in neuroscience and hypnosis. And for those of you who do not know, because I don't think I mentioned it, that I am going back to school to become a neuroscientist. And part of my mission is to legitimize the shit out of hypnosis because it works. All right, so let me keep moving on. Let me keep moving on here. All right, so what is hypnosis? I mean, that's what everybody wants to know. And if you were to type in what is the definition of hypnosis in Google Scholar, then you would know that there are 73,000 definitions of what hypnosis is. It can get very confusing, and I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I like to say that hypnosis is rewiring the subconscious mind. Pretty easy to understand, that we are literally rewiring your brain. So what this means is that we're upgrading your belief systems, we're upgrading your programming, we're upgrading your conditioning, your habits, your emotions. And the definition of hypnosis is a state of focused awareness. Now, my definition of hypnosis is that it's a gift. It gives you access to more of your mind and more of your potential. And so what I mean by that is that we use 5% of our conscious mind, and in hypnosis, we're able to access the other 95% of your brain, called the subconscious mind. And what you need to know is that the subconscious mind is the power center of the brain. It controls 95% of your daily decisions and actions. It's on automation, it's on autopilot, whether you understand that or not. So whatever is in automation, and what that means is repeating something enough times, like, remember what I asked you earlier, what are you saying about money? Repeating something enough times that it becomes on autopilot in your subconscious. So your subconscious mind is dictating your beliefs, your emotions, your actions, whether you realize it or not, whether it's conscious or not. Hypnosis has been endorsed by the National Institute of Health, the Mayo Clinic, research universities like Harvard, Stanford, Yale, and Columbia. Now, Dr. Andrew Huberman, I loved meeting him, by the way. So he's a neuroscientist from Stanford, and he describes hypnosis as a unique state. It's a state of calm and high focus. And when you bring those two states together, it accelerates neuroplasticity, baby. So then what happens as you reprogram your mind by using hypnosis, you start to believe something different. You start to feel different. You start to think different. You start to act different. So I want to share with you a picture of, well, it's not a picture of her, but I want to tell you a story about Susanna. Now, Susanna, I love telling this story. She was a little 10-year-old who suffered from severe anxiety. And Susanna was afraid of everything. She was afraid of dogs, anything medically related. So doctors, dentists, bugs, bees, tests. She felt dumb. She was afraid to fall asleep by herself. And she would say to me, Mary Lou, I just want to be normal like the other kids. And Susanna was one of my favorite clients. I will admit that. She was so sweet, and I was connected to her spirit, to her light. And I want you to know that she was very easy to hypnotize. So kids are easy to hypnotize. They learn so easily because their brains are malleable. And what you probably know, and because you know about most of you know about the subconscious mind, is that from the ages of 0 to 7, so when you're in utero up to the age of 7 years old, little kids live in a brainwave state called theta brainwave state, which is, I know everybody knows this, hypnosis. So hypnosis really is incredible for helping kids feel calm, feel focused, feel brave, feel strong. I had 3 sessions with Susanna, and her life completely changed. Her mom sent me pictures of her in a lake swimming, which is something she would have never done before hypnosis. The first day of school, where she had the biggest smile on her face. And then her mom sent me a text on Christmas. And she said, Mary Lou, I know you're going to appreciate this on the eve of Christmas. Susanna got so excited, and her brain and lips were going a mile a minute. And as she got into bed, her little sister, Sarah, said, calm down your body. And Susanna said, yes, I'm just so excited. I'm going to put my hypnosis audio on. And Sarah said, yes, pick the longest one. And mom said, yes, let's calm our bodies and listen to Mary Lou. So Mary Lou, my girls are upstairs listening to your audio, as they do almost every night. So I have worked with a lot of people, helping them train their brains so that they could accomplish amazing things in the world. And what I did with Susanna was that I helped her to feel safe in the world. And to be honest, that is what I do with adults too. So safe to show up as their authentic selves, safe to grow their business, safe to start a business, safe to show up on Facebook Lives, safe to attract wealth, safe to develop a better relationship with themselves, safe to stop overeating. I help people feel safe. And that's what hypnosis does. Hypnosis can help people still feel safe in the world. And as hypnotists, we change the trajectory of people's lives. So I want you to understand, hypnosis helps people think, feel, and act differently. And so what's happening at a scientific level is that we're creating new neural pathways, or also known as neural circuits. Neural circuits isn't as popular as pathways, and we're wiring in new beliefs. Science is now beginning to recognize hypnosis as legitimate. More and more studies are being done, more research, more books are being written, more doctors are learning hypnosis. We have 2, I think, on this call. More scientists are speaking about the efficacy of hypnosis. And so, as I've said this already 3 times, hypnosis is the most powerful self-development tool that we have. And it's being recognized by more professionals across the globe. So Dr. Andrew Huberman told me that he told me that it's only a matter of time before hypnosis takes off like coaching took off, where hypnosis takes off like Wim Hof breathing. And then he told me a story about Wim Hof. So let's talk about why somebody needs hypnosis. And this is interesting, and I'm going to talk about it from a different angle here. So when somebody asks me this question, I will usually start off by saying anyone who has a vision, a mission, a goal, an outcome, and they can't accomplish it. Maybe they continue to self-sabotage or they procrastinate. So another way to talk about this is, somebody who has fears, somebody who has behavioral issues like with food or alcohol, somebody who has stress, who can't sleep at night, anxiety, struggles with anger, guilt, resentment, money, feeling or healing codependency, fears and phobias, confidence and motivation. I mean, you can read them on here, public speaking. I mean, the list goes on. So what I find is that as hypnotists, what we're helping people do is people cannot think greater than how they feel. So people will say things like, I don't feel like I can, or I'm afraid, or I don't feel like it. And we teach people how to not let their feelings dictate their actions or their inactions. We help people overcome responses like anxiety or anger or sadness or frustration. We teach people how to overcome and how to heal these emotions. And there is a process to that. We teach people how to have subconscious success, how to begin to take responsibility for their lives. We teach people how to find inner peace. We teach people how to feel successful now, how to feel abundant now, how to feel whole and complete now, how to love themselves now, regardless of what they look like. We teach people how to have a better relationship with themselves now. We teach people how to stop waiting for something outside of them to change in order to change how they feel on the inside. Got goosebumps again. We help people overcome limiting beliefs. People aren't walking around saying, I'm not worthy or deserving, for the most part. What people are walking around is saying, I have fear, I have doubt, I don't know if I can do it. We help people rewire their bodies and their minds. So I'm talking about rewiring the body. Now, this is something new in the way that I'm phrasing it. I mean, it's also known as nervous system regulation, but we help to rewire the body. And we teach people how to get their bodies out of fight or flight, how to get their bodies out of survival so that they can feel safe and open to new experiences. We help them overcome limiting beliefs and limiting emotions. And we teach, and we do that with hypnosis. We help people feel differently about themselves, about success, about money. And science has proven that 90% of your by your subconscious mind. By your subconscious mind. I saw that little glitch there. So if you're someone who can't seem to get out of your own way, I want you to know that your subconscious may be wired to think, I'm too afraid. What if I fail? I don't know enough. Your subconscious might be wired to think and act in a way that won't produce the results that you want, no matter how hard you try, because you cannot outperform what you believe about yourself, about money, about business in your subconscious. You can't outperform it. You can try. I tried for years and I felt like I was hitting my head against the wall. You must rewire your subconscious. And I want you to know that it's not your fault. Like, we were programmed this way. And when we help people, so now you're learning, if you have these stories, now you're learning. So we help people believe something different about themselves, which changes everything. It changes their identity, how they think and how they feel about themselves. It changes their thoughts and feelings, their decisions, and their actions. I mean, you can tell I love this stuff. I love it. Your mind and your body are being reprogrammed. And what happens is that all of a sudden you start following through with what you say you're going to do. You start working out, you start eating better. You begin to show up in business the way that you want to. You do those Facebook lives or the social media lives or the Instagram lives. I mean, you ask for that raise. Maybe you put your dating app, you create your dating app profile that you haven't ever gotten around to. You follow through, your behaviors start to change and you take action. So in addition to upgrading your belief systems, research has shown that hypnosis improves choices, creates new beliefs, and you heal from your past. So I have a journal here, New Directions in Hypnosis Research, Strategies for Advancing Cognitive and Clinical Neuroscience. And you can take a picture of this and do your own research and find out how absolutely powerful hypnosis is. So I want to introduce you to somebody that I love dearly, Dr. Trish. Now I just call her Trish because I do. And she's here on the call. And so I've spent a lot of, and this is what she said. It's beautiful. I've spent a lot of time researching other programs prior to joining HYPNOTHRIVE. Unfortunately, I didn't find this one in time. This is the best program out there. There is no other program out there, as far as I know, that gives you all of what you get inside of HypnoThrive, with all of the bonuses, with all of the fundamentals of hypnosis, plus the neuroscience piece. This program is incredible. Don't look any further, because I have looked and it's just not there. This is the best choice. You're not going to regret doing it at all. You make connections that you're going to have probably for the rest of your life. And not only that, but the support that you get during and after HypnoThrive, like the Facebook graduates group community for a year, there's nothing like it. So if you're on the fence, and she said this, you need to get off the fence now. So I want to share with you, thank you, Trish. I love that. Thank you so much. So honored. I want to share with you about the breakthrough, because I referred to this at the very beginning. And whether you're a coach or a practicing hypnotist or a nurse or a Reiki master or a doctor or an energy healer, this is what you need to know. It is so beautiful when you can help someone become aware and have insights. But if you cannot help them change their thinking, then the neural networks are still there to be fired and wired again when your client gets triggered. So some of you might have clients that you're like, what? I don't understand why they continue to self-sabotage, why they continue to procrastinate. And so I want to share with you that understanding the neuroscience of hypnosis is going to set you apart and help you become that world-class hypnotist, because you will understand how to get transformation 100% of the time. We are creating brain-based transformation, not temporary surface shifts, okay? We're not creating temporary surface shifts. We're getting to the root of the cause, and we're helping our clients change the way they think and create new neural networks in their brain. And to my knowledge, so I created a method called the Neuro Accelerated Hypnosis Method. And I know that this is the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. And it's combining neuroscience and hypnosis together. Now, Dr. Andrew Huberman made a funny comment. He said, "You're not going to call it neurosis, are you?" Neural and hypnosis together. And I said, no. So it didn't exist before me, to my knowledge. You can look on the internet, you can try to find bits and pieces, but nothing has been put together in the way that I have created this method. And here's what I want to share with you. When I was creating this method, I was looking at, what do people really want? I knew they wanted to be out of emotional pain as fast as possible, emotional and physical pain as fast as possible. I knew that they wanted to have the transformation as fast as possible. And I knew that they wanted the transformation to last. So what I was taught during my foundational hypnosis course, and then later in an advanced course, so I took 2 certification courses that cost me almost $10,000, it still did not address how to create long-lasting transformation. It still didn't address the science, how to get brain-based transformation. So then on my own, and of course, this started with Dr. Joe Dispenza, I began studying neuroplasticity, synaptic pruning, creating new beliefs, nervous system regulation, self-directed neuroplasticity, how emotions drive behaviors. And what I found is that when we are making changes to the brain, we must use the conscious and the subconscious mind to create that mind alignment. And so I started having raving fans. My first 2 years in business, I had no social media following. I mean, I didn't even have an email list. You could go on my Facebook page at Mary Lou Rodriguez, and you can look at 4.5 years ago when I started my business. You can watch my videos from 4.5 years ago, but some of you may remember that my clients sold my business. I created these raving fans. And that's when I knew, I was like, gosh, I've created a powerful method. I didn't do it intentionally at that time. I was just putting together what was going to create the transformation for the client. And this is how my method came about. And so using my method is how the brain creates success neural pathways and removes what doesn't. My method addresses any problem, any habits that your clients are wanting to create, remove, or change. And so I continue to hear over and over again from coaches, from other practicing hypnotherapists who have trained with me, that this is the missing piece, that I have put it together in such a way, my step-by-step method, that it makes sense and it gives them the confidence to go out there and charge $1,850 for 5 sessions when they just graduated, or $2,500 for 5 sessions when they just graduated. So the results have been amazing. Changing the way that our clients think changes the way that they feel, changes what they believe. That affects their identity. They create different attitudes, different decisions, and different outcomes. So my approach is methodical, repeatable, and I teach you the step-by-step process. So I'm going to share with you 4 reasons why this works. And we're getting close to the end here, everyone. So we go into this much deeper in HYPNOTHRIVE, but 4 reasons why my method works. It's brain-based, it's science-backed. We're creating brain-based transformation, not temporary surface level shifts. We're using the busting beliefs removal method. I gave it a name because yes, there is a system to remove those beliefs that are blocking you in your subconscious that you didn't choose and that weren't your fault. And then we're reprogramming the subconscious. We're automating new success neural pathways, and we get rapid and repeatable results. All right, I want to share with you Felicia, beautiful Felicia. She graduated from my cohort in January, and she said, I wanted to come on and say thank you to Mary Lou for the most amazing training and certification program experience. I've already made my investment back from the certification. I had my first client sign up and pay in full. And she said, if that's not in your marketing, it should be. So maybe she's here on the call. So this is kind of small, and I'm going to go over this pretty quickly, but what are the benefits of being a trained hypnotist? Good hypnotherapists are always in demand. You can work from anywhere. I have clients all over the world. You need your laptop, you need an internet connection, and you can see your clients on your laptop if you're in another country. You can travel. You get paid on your value, not on time, which means that you control the rates that you charge. So you can imagine 2 or 3 clients 5 days a week, and you can easily surpass your previous salary. You can work fewer hours if you want. You have complete control over your schedule. You can work part-time, you can work full-time, you get to decide. This is a career that you can choose at any age, and know that you have complete control over your income and complete control over your schedule, and then feeling fulfilled on top of that. So, all right, I want to invite everyone on this call. I want to invite you personally, except for the graduates who have already joined, but I want to invite you to join HYPNOTHRIVE, to become a part of the HYPNOTHRIVE family. And before I share with you my program, and we only have a few slides left, I want you to know that here's my intention for every single person that's on this call today. When you graduate from my program, you're confident to work with any client, any issue. When you graduate from my program, I want you to create your 6-figure plus business. When you graduate from my program, I want you to go from classroom to client. I want you to make back your investment as soon as you possibly can. That is what I want for you. So let's talk about what you get inside of HYPNOTHRIVE. So here's just a preview of what you get. You get 105 plus hours of world-class hypnotherapy. You get to learn my method, 4 hours of live training, which includes practice hours, certification through the National Guild of Hypnotists. You get the ability to take HYPNOTHRIVE one more time at no cost to you. 1 year Facebook post support, which includes monthly meetups, extra trainings, practice sessions, guest experts, and you get to build your 6-figure business. HYPNOTHRIVE modules with top industry business growth expert. She's on this call, Michelle Schermatter. She created the most amazing business modules inside of HYPNOTHRIVE that I'm very proud and grateful for. And then you get over 100 scripts and you get HypnoThrive. Okay, I already read that. So the total value is $49,925. But that's not all. So what does this mean for you? It means that you get elite training with me, which has cost me over $100,000. Plus you get all of the information that I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to save you time. I'm going to save you money. And it's condensed into 8 days. So there's 4-hour classes. And this is an opportunity for you to confidently know that you are a badass hypnotist. You're going to be accredited by the oldest national organization in the world. You're going to be able to take it again. And as I said, you get the support. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to, plus that's not all. You also get bonus modules, and you guys can go on my sales page, which I'll give to you in here in just a moment, to look at the different bonus modules. But the most important one is the one that I did up at the top on how to do group hypnosis sessions. It's not the most important, but it's how to do group hypnosis sessions. And I believe that there's 12, it's a masterclass, and there's 12 videos inside of that masterclass. So that is bringing up the total value to almost $65,000. But you today, if you're ready, and I know that you are, you get to sign up today for as little as $397. So today, just for being on this call, this is only for people on this call. You can't get this on my sales page. And it's only available to the first 15 people who sign up within the next 24 hours. So if you are interested, I want you to type link in the chat. And again, you are not going to get this this offer is not available anywhere else. So I want to share with you that, guess what though, there's even more. I do feel like that Ginsu commercial. So that's not all. You get access to the hottest challenge that I've ever done, the most popular challenge that I've ever done, the Train Your Brain to Attract Wealth Hypnosis Challenge. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking that you can't afford this. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to truly believe in yourself, an opportunity for you to bet on yourself and invest in yourself. You get access to a program that nobody has access to. We did this challenge and then I removed it completely. Nobody, unless they recorded this on their own without my permission, nobody has access to this 7-day hypnosis challenge. And you get access if you decide, but you have to decide right now to join HypnoThrive. So on this call, before the call ends, you get access to this challenge. And I just want to share with you that this was my most popular challenge by far. People had the most transformative results and were able to attract money. Now, some of you have worked with me with money, and you know that I have a gift. And imagine 7 days of money, 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 money. So again, this happens right here for those of you who want to join HypnoThrive on this call. And before this call ends, you will have access to this challenge. And it's valued at $995. If you are interested, you can put link in the chat. And Michelle, if you're able to do that for me, that would be great. All right, everyone. So I want to share with you the biggest questions that I get asked, because I think it's important that you understand. Can I really do this? Can I hypnotize people? I've never owned a business before. And what I want to say to you is, yes, you can. I'm going to give you my step-by-step process. So it's going to be super easy for you to understand hypnosis. And hypnotizing people is easy. I mean, you can ask, some of the graduates can tell you that hypnotizing is the easiest part. It is not hard to hypnotize. So if you've never owned a business, you're going to have access to the HypnoThrive business modules, which will help you launch your 6-figure business, 6-figure plus. So what qualifications do I need? But let me just say this. What I want you to know is that you're going to feel so incredibly confident. You're going to be ready when you graduate from my program to jump in and start serving the world. One of the themes that I hear the most from students who have taken other certification courses is that they felt so unprepared, that the education was lacking. And it's not just the money that they wasted their time. And time is something that we never get back. So I want you to be a world-class, badass, unstoppable hypnotist the first time you study hypnosis. I want you to get your business up and running as fast as possible so that you can get out there and change lives. So what qualifications do I need? There's only one, and that is the desire to serve and to help people. And if that's you, I want you inside of my program. So Mary Lou, I have all kinds of problems. How can I help other people? And I laugh. I used to laugh because this was me. I remember saying this to the person that I had an interview with. I have all kinds of problems. So what I want you to know that the course itself is personal transformation. You will experience self-transformation by doing this program. It's designed to help you get unstuck. It's designed to help you remove your limiting beliefs and to stop self-sabotage, to learn how to train your own brain so that you can learn and do it for others. And people that are graduates will absolutely attest to this. So this one's a really important question, which is how long will it take me? And when I did my hypnotherapy training, it took me 6 months. 6 months. I do not want to track this out for 6 months. So I created my program like this. So I'm going to teach via pre-recorded modules that you will get 2 weeks before class starts. You will have access, and it's going to be super convenient for you because I get that you're busy. I get that your schedules are all different from one another, and we are making it the easiest that it's ever been in the history of HYPNOTHRIVE for you to become a world-class hypnotist. So you don't have to take a lot of time off work. You're not going to have to get a sitter for 8 hours. It literally is the most flexible and the most accessible that it's ever been. So here are the dates. You might want to take a picture of this. August 15th through the 19th, and 1 to 5 is when we're going to be in class, live virtual class. So you don't even have to come to Portland, Oregon. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. And the 28th to 29th and September 3rd. And then the total hours required to become certified through the National Guild of Hypnotists is 100 hours. So the recorded hypnosis and business modules that you'll get access to 2 weeks in advance, or 40 hours. In class, it's 32 to 35, and self-study is 30 hours. All right. So in my previous cohort, people from all over the world joined, from Taiwan, or no, this was January and June, from Taiwan, from Austria, from Switzerland, from Finland. People got up in the middle of the night to study with me, and they will tell you that it was the best investment of their time. What you are going to learn is going to blow your mind. So let me move. So guaranteed to be certified in 8 days. All right. You're going to know how to create transformation. You're going to know how to remove blocks, how to create raving fans, and you're going to understand how to launch your 6-figure business. So here's what I want to offer you. I did this last time, and I really enjoyed these connection calls. There's a few of you like Trish who had a connection call with me, and it was so much fun to be able to connect with you. But I want to invite every single one of you to book a call with me so that I can lay out the entire program for you. And Michelle, if you're able to put the link, my scheduling link, in the chat. And this way, you know whether it's the right fit for you, for your family, for your business. And there's only 3 days that I'm going to be doing these calls, July 28th, 29th, and the 30th. So if these dates do not work for you, please DM me in the chat. If you have questions, I want you to book a call with me. If you want to join this program, but the payment structure doesn't work for you, I want you to book a call with me. And so for more information on what we are going to be covering specifically in HYPNOTHRIVE, you can go to my sales page, marylourodriguez.com/HYPNOTHRIVE now. You can take a picture of this if you want, and you will get the detailed information of what we will be covering inside of HYPNOTHRIVE. But I'm not going to go over that here. We've gone through a lot of information. So I want to say this is one of the graduating classes here. The value of this program is $65,000, but your investment today is $4,250, which honestly is a steal. And I do want to say that the price is going to go up in January to $52.50. So I know that if you're here, it's because you want a new, exciting career that you will be able to have with tons and tons of income, where you get the ability to learn a skill where you're going to be able to transform people's lives and to help make this world a better place. So I want to let you know that for everyone here today, I'm going to stop screen sharing so I can see everybody's faces. For everyone who's here today, you can start for as little as $397 a month. And for those of you who say yes right now, you also get the 7-day challenge. So as I said, this offer is not going to be available anywhere else. And I have a lot of graduates on the call. You can raise your hand if you're a graduate. And if you know them, you can reach out to them and ask them, and they will absolutely tell you the truth, because I have created raving students. And I'm excited by what they're doing in the world. And they'll tell you how this program has changed their lives, how it's given them the confidence to go out there and change the world. And I want that for you too. Hi, Tina, I'm just seeing you. I want that for you too. So I want to invite you to join the HypnoThrive family so that we can change the world together. And that's it, everyone. Woo, I did it. Good job, Mary Lou. I so appreciate every single one of you staying on the call and supporting me. And, you know, it means so much to me. It really, really does. And if you have questions, I want you to book a call with me. Let's talk. Let's talk, baby. And Paul, you said yes at the beginning of the call. So I'm going to be expecting a scheduling call with you. And I'm honored. So we are done. I am going to stay on so that I could look over the chat, because I wasn't able to see the chat while I was doing the sharing my screen. So if you want to stay on the call, you're more than welcome to. But for everyone else, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm super excited. And I love that I've had the opportunity to talk money. That was good. That was some good stuff about money. And to talk about hypnosis. And that was good too. So I love you all. If you know me, if you've seen my videos inside of Facebook groups, I always tell everyone, I love you and I love me. All right, baby. Woo! So good to see you, Andrea. Great.